What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024, and this is how we are currently trading SPY right now. As you can see right down here, you can see that time, folks. We are in trading hours. It's about 25 minutes after 3 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard. If you see me looking this way, folks, it's because we have live price action going on right now, and that was another double cross to the downside, folks. Double cross to the downside. And then otherwise, you know the trend, folks. You know the trend. You know what to do. Look for that level. You know where the level is, just below, folks. You know where the level is, folks. But again, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes on the weekends. Also, leave us a comment. We always appreciate those. And don't forget to share with your friends, family, neighbors, and trading community. We really appreciate that. Okay, folks, so looking at the pre-market high, 564.22, pre-market low sitting down at 560.26. It's almost $4 worth of movement, folks. $4 worth of movement in pre-market. That's plenty, and I say this all the time. If we can just go from pre-market high to pre-market low, a couple of different times during the day, we can do very, 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 very well. It typically doesn't work out like that. And again, if you look at, what we had early pre-market, we had this really, really big drop. So for all intents and purposes, this line right here, so we had maybe a little over $1, 561.44 down to this 560.26. So let's get now. I do have a gap. I have a daily gap. This is a Friday gap, 562.57. Then I have some 30-minute zones down below, folks. So these nice 30-minute zones below. And again, these zones back to the downside, these are considered demand zones on the 30-minute. So we have a demand zone here. We have another demand zone at 558.06. Another one just below that, folks. And this is yesterday's low down here, 557.12. Okay, don't want to give it away. Don't want to give it away. And again, folks, look for that fresh cross to the downside right now. So, folks, right into the trading day, what did we have? We had a nice, beautiful cross right in, a couple minutes into the trading day. I had a signal right here at 9:32, so a couple minutes after open. Candle was a little bit too big for me. And again, it was really, really early into the trading day, but let's see what this thing did. It started selling off and selling off. And we had this test of the 20 right in here. And you can see what the price action is, or at least the POC. But look at all these levels that it's taking out. It's taking out demand zone. We took out yesterday's low. Once we got to that yesterday's low, it bounced around here for a few minutes. And then it finally, it just kept on going and going and going. Fortunately, we were able to get a beautiful little double cross to the downside right in here at 10:27. So a little over an hour into the start of the trading day, we got that double cross that I was looking for. So we had a double cross on an otherwise downtrending day. And below, this is the key, folks. This is the key. When we're looking for plays, we want to take that play directly below a major zone or directly above a major zone. Okay, so again, this play right here, double cross to the downside, and it closed directly below yesterday's low. Now, had we had that same play and it closed above yesterday's low, you want to give it another candle or so to close below that yesterday's low. Now, once we got in, it kind of bounced around here for a couple minutes, and then we used this 9 down here, and then it ran and it ran and it ran. And again, it went right to that 30-minute zone. It took a little while to get into that zone, but once we got in there, it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play. I think we picked up about $1.80 out of this. So we got roughly $5.57 to maybe $1.70. Again, $1.70 is a really, really nice play back to the downside. And again, right into this 30-minute zone right here, folks. So again, a nice little demand zone. We had one of our members said, I'm looking for a reversal in here. And I said, what? I don't, it's not that I don't disagree with you, because if we're looking for a reversal, what we're looking for is a higher time frame demand zone. So a 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, something like that. 15-minute, yeah, you can look at 15-minute, but again, the higher the time frame, the stronger the level. And again, I'm watching price action. Didn't get down to that level we're looking for, folks. But anyway, closed out the trade right in here before we made that double cross to the upside. Anyway, good play back to the downside. I gave it a few minutes to work through this demand zone. It didn't do it. But, a little while later, now we had price action in here. So from 11:01 through about 12, so about an hour and a half, it wasn't great. I mean, yeah, there was plays to the upside. a play to the downside. There was a little bit of action in here, but the pullbacks, I mean, these nasty little pullbacks, these are one that kind of get to you. I think we had 4 crosses in here before it finally played out. So we had a cross here, we had a cross here, a cross here. Here's a cross, and another cross over here. 4 crosses inside maybe an hour or so. We don't like to have that many crosses in a row. So at that point, I told the folks, I said, folks, I'm taking a hands-off approach until we breach either to the upside or to the downside based on the 30-minute. And I think we did establish a 30-minute zone, or a double bottom right in here, and a 30-minute double top right up in here. I'm going to go ahead and show you that again. This is what we created right in here, folks. So there wasn't a whole lot going on at this time right in here. Again, you had this 30-minute double top, 30-minute double bottom. So I said I'm not going to play anything until we, breach anything. And by that time, it was past my, a couple hours into the trading day. And I said, you know what? If there's a trade, yeah, let's see what happens. Again, folks, still looking for this 552.14 down here. So I actually stepped away right in here. And again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play back to the downside. But just look at all these plays back to the downside, folks. If we look at it from a 5-minute standpoint, this is what it looks like on the 5-minute. Just a beautiful. Now, we had this price action in here that wasn't the best. It wasn't the best in here, but still pushing down on the day. Now, I did have one of our newer members say, okay, we have, they were looking at this thin volume area right in here above 50, so 553.50. And the member asked, and again, brand new member, said, hey, if we get it close above that 553.50, are you interested in taking that to the upside? And I said no. And my reasoning for not wanting to take this play to the upside was, number one, I thought it was just a pullback. And if I miss it, I miss it. But number two, this is not a major level demand zone. Now, if it's a major level demand zone right in here, a 30-minute demand zone, yeah, if we breach that back to the upside, we have support, we're coming through that demand zone, then we can absolutely take that with a very, very tight stop, realizing that it's still a counter trend trade. But yeah, and so we kind of worked through that just a little bit. Now, I also said, hey, if we're doing that same thing down here at 552.14, which is about where we are right now, folks. Again, we had that fresh cross to the downside. A couple of green candles might have scared you out of this trade. But again, if we do the same thing around 552.14, we can absolutely take it to the upside if there's enough buyers down there to push it back up. We got a lot of momentum to the downside right now, folks. Again, this is your 30-minute view. 30-minute view looks like this. So you can see today, massive drop today, folks. We got into, this is our fastest move, right in through here because we had all this thin volume. Look at all this thin volume in here. Now, we're kind of on a little volume node right up here, 53 or so, again on the 30-minute, down to this 552.14. Again, this is your 30-minute. Now, if we continue selling off, yeah, there's the potential to keep on pushing it down. And again, that's on the 30-minute. Back to the 1-minute, that's where we like to execute on the 1-minute. But look at these higher time frames for trend confirmation. Again, still trying to take out this 552.14. So as you can see, during the trading day, folks, there are beautiful, beautiful plays. It'd be nice to go back in time to catch this one back to the downside, but you know what? We missed trades. We did have a report that came out at 10 o'clock. So right in here, 10 o'clock. So again, we tested this 9 back to the upside, and then it just started coming down again. But again, we had a reported 9:45, a yellow folder event, not a big deal. I'm not worried about that. Red folder event, on the other hand, yeah, I held through one last week. It worked out really, really well. Didn't know if I was willing to do that again, but it would have worked out well. But again, I wasn't in it. But again, really, really nice, well-defined plays today, folks. And again, if you can concentrate on just, and there's that level we're looking for right in here, folks. If you can concentrate, we're getting through that level right now. Folks, if you're in puts right now, if you are in puts right now at this level, folks, let's see what she looks like on a volume standpoint. Okay, so here's a level, 92. Breach 92, and she could take this thing for a ride. Breach 92, and it gets thin again, folks. Get a close down here, and you're looking for big candles. Here we go. I'm going to switch this over to the 1-minute so you can see this. Again, breach 92, get a close below 92. And you can see it very, very clearly right here on the 30-minute, folks. I'm looking at the 30-minute on my other chart, folks. Again, it closed below 92, and its potential for a couple of nice big candles back to the downside. Again, a close below 92 is what we're looking for right now. We got some fat sticks coming in, folks. We got some fat sticks coming in. Again, there we go, there we go, there we go. Again, we like these thin volume areas. If you are not using a volume profile, folks, please, please, please do yourself a favor and use volume profile. Now, what do we have from a wick standpoint? Now, we're basically pre-market from the 16th of August at this point, folks. But again, we got below that level, 551.92. And it just rained down and it kept on running down. It was a really, really beautiful play. Back to the downside. Let's see if we can get some more action down here, folks. On this particular play, I wouldn't let this thing pull back all the way to 552.14. Don't let it pull back all the way to this area. Use half a candle to take you out, waiting for that 9 to push down. Again, so I'd use about 551.87. Again, as long as, if you're in puts right now, folks, if you're in puts, for those of you in puts, relax, we're just watching lines on a screen and stay below 87. I use about 50% of that candle. But that's how she's played out today, and that's how she continues to play out today, folks. Again, looking at that 30-minute, and again, long way stay below that, and now it's a little bit, yeah, still that 92 level, folks. But then again, watch 87 up here. But that's how she played out today, folks, and that's how she continues to play out. But again, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes on the weekend. Also, leave us a comment. She's still coming down, folks. She's still coming down. 3 deep breaths if you are in this play right now, folks. It's potential for, I'm looking at volume, take it to 11. Take it to 11. 551.11. You got my line, my dotted line. That's our target right there. 555.11. I'm sorry, 551.11, folks. And again, there it is right there. That's our target, 551.11. Lots of volume, folks. Lots of volume. I'm looking at the 30-minute. Looking at the 30-minute. There it is, right there, guys. There it is. There it is, right there. If we, whew, man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play back to the downside, folks. If we get through that, let's go to 550.55. 550.55, folks. Again, I've got my line on that where we could potentially go. Again, 550.59. 550.59. Let me do this. There you go, 550.59. There we go. That's what we're looking for, folks. Again, yeah, so again, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes on the weekends. Also, again, leave us a comment. We always appreciate that. And share. Now, if you are interested in live daily trading, where we do this every single day, folks. We talk about these plays every single day. And again, this is live. This is going on right now. I'm talking to our trading community, talking through this trade and making the video at the same time. Folks, we got this node right here. We got this node right here. We want to stay below. So 551.30, 551.30. You don't want to close above that. You could get a push. If you get a push, you're going to 551.58. Maybe a little lower, 551.56. But again, if you're looking for that live daily trading, folks, head on over to our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. Come check us out. And again, we go through these trades. This is how we talk through these trades every single day, folks. Every single day, every single play. This is how we do it. Now, if you're interested in 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. The entire strategy is there, folks. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a strategy that is, quite frankly, it's probably been around for a long time. You just don't need to do it. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on something because it has a pretty name attached to it. Again, folks, still pushing down, still pushing down. She's going hard. 550.12, folks. 550.12. That's the next one I see down here. If we can get through this area at 57, get through 57, 550.57. Still pushing down, folks. Again, I'm watching the 30-minute. I've got the volume profile pulled up. 550.52 or 57 right in here, folks. Still pushing down. But again, folks, 920trading.com, the entire strategy is there. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on something that is there, and it doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of your time. There you go. Got it again, folks. There you go. Next one down, we're looking at 555. I got my line on it, folks. 550.10, 550.10, 550.10. If you're still in this trade, folks, this is just a banger of a banger after banger. I'm late today. But again, folks, thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time with us today. We greatly appreciate that. So I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. We're going to do it again tomorrow. But have a great rest of the day, and we will see you in the markets.